So your new boyfriend has a kid and you're already prepared to overlook that, but now his ex-wife has come out of prison and she's out to get you.
Oh no!
Also known as Another Mother, this is Stalked by My Husband's Ex. I'm Jay Harang, and I've wasted hours of my life watching terrible films.
You should subscribe.
First we meet this couple, Ryan and Nina, and they're arguing, so Ryan leaves with their baby.
You're drunk, Nina. I'm taking her somewhere safe.
She'll be better off with me!
Do you really believe that? It's okay. Yes. Nina, don't do this, Nina!
And Nina is arrested. At an unspecified time later, we meet Kristen, and she's the main character.
Hi.
She seems to be the manager of this resort where they have events, and her assistant is her best friend, Sierra. Tonight is a big night for Kristen as it's her 2-year anniversary. I appreciate technically it's an anniversary, but she's not married. She's just been dating a guy for 2 years. Sierra's like, Kristen, I hope you're getting on a tanning bed before the big date. Kristen's like, I beg your pardon. And she's like, you look like a ghost, but I'm so glad you're happy now. All the men you've been with before want you to give up your career for them.
You mean Matt?
And Sierra's like, yeah, Matt, he was a prick. It turns out that the ghost new boyfriend has a daughter called Lisa, who never knew her mum, so we know who this is.
Yep.
But it's okay because the ghost is happy to treat her like she's her own kid.
That never goes well.
Cut to Ryan's house. He's sat with some woman and he's picking out engagement rings. This woman is selling him a ring and she's saying stuff like, ooh, buy this one, it's ethical and conflict-free. Just fuck off and tell him the price, you cunt. He doesn't care. For some reason, his daughter seems to be involving herself in the decision. She can fuck off too. She says she just really doesn't want the ghost to say no.
She won't.
Well, she might do, especially if she suspects the diamond in the ring isn't conflict-free. What's the deal with this guy's eyes? The coloured outside bits are the same colour as the middle bits. And don't bother commenting, oh, that's the iris actually, or I think you'll find that's the pupil. I don't care. All I'm saying is he looks like he's either wearing comedy contact lenses for Halloween or he's some sort of demon.
I just don't know what it is.
Anyway, he's bought the ring, so if all goes to plan, the demon will marry the ghost. Now we see Nina from earlier. She's being interviewed in this courtroom. I'm not sure what the actual purpose of this interview is in this film, but it tells us the following. Nina went to prison for 4 years for knocking Ryan out with a rock and drink driving, even though she didn't actually move the car, and she's not had a drink since that night. The court decided that she's to have no contact with Ryan or Lisa. She's not even allowed to stalk them on social media.
Poor thing.
But when the meeting is over, she's upset and sees a liquor store, so she'll be drinking again now. Back to the resort where the ghost is showing this guy around, Mr. Nakatomi, who's considering booking a conference there. Now, neither Mr. Nakatomi nor his assistant is relevant to this plot at all, but you may want to remember them.
And why is that?
Just remember them.
Okay. Thank you.
When he leaves, Ryan and Lisa turn up.
Hi.
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 Lisa is annoyed that she's not coming to dinner.
I want to be there when it happens.
What happens?
You little whore.
So Ryan decides to propose there and then. This scene is absolutely sickening. She says yes and they both cry.
What a revolting development.
While the ghost and the demon are out to dinner, Sierra is helping Lisa upload a photo of the proposal to her Instagram. Nina, who's been drinking and is internet stalking her daughter, sees the post and isn't happy.
She does not need another mother. She needs me.
So she starts stalking them. Nina tries to call Ryan, but he knows better than to answer the phone to a blocked number. So the next day, she pretends to be someone else and calls him at work.
You're getting married.
Nina, how did you get this number?
You think you're not easy to find?
So you're the one who's been calling my cell phone?
I want to see my daughter.
No, absolutely not.
She starts banging on about how it's not fair, but he's like, sorry, that's just how it is.
You put our daughter's life in danger.
Again, she didn't even start the car, but okay. Anyway, he hangs up on her and now she's even more angry. Now they're off to their engagement party. That song doesn't actually play, but it feels like it should. When they get there, Nina is parked outside and spots Lisa.
Lisa.
So she crashes the party and makes a scene.
Nina, get these out of here. Nina, what are you doing here?
Get off me, Ryan! Get off me!
What are you, crazy? Why are you here?
Get off of me! Don't go!
When all the guests have fucked off, Lisa's like, who was that woman? And Ryan's like, oh, it's just some crazy lady. Sierra agrees to take Kristen's car, so if Nina comes back, she'll think that her and Ryan have already left.
That could backfire.
And it has backfired. Sierra is being followed, so she goes a different way home and this happens. The next day, Kristen can't get hold of Sierra, but there's a knock on the door, so Kristen assumes it's her. But no, it's not. It's the police, and for some reason, one of the detectives is wearing this hat. He does at least take it off when they tell Kristen that Sierra is dead. When the police leave, Nina is parked outside their house. That evening, Kristen tells Ryan she has no idea why Sierra was on the road she was on when she died, as it's nowhere near her house, and that none of this makes any sense. The next day, we see Nina, and the empty bottles are stacking up.
Ooh, that can't be good.
Her boss calls her, and he's like, "Do you realise you've missed your last 3 shifts?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm never coming in again." She then has a look on Lisa's Instagram, and she's posted a photo of her dad in pain. Underneath, she's written, "A crazy lady hurt my daddy and ruined his engagement party. I hate her."
What? I think you need to see a therapist.
I'm sorry.
Apparently that didn't make the point, so she picks up the phone and throws it again. It's okay though, because she gets a new one straight away. Kristen is on her way to pick Lisa up from school. When she gets there, Lisa is waiting by a tree, responding to a message she got from a strange account on Instagram. It's Nina, obviously. She says, "I really like your post." Lisa replies, "Thanks, who's this?" And Nina says, "I go to another school, just want to make cool friends." Then Nina starts sending hilarious animal pictures, and Lisa replies with heart emojis. This makes Nina really happy. But her happiness is short-lived as the ghost has arrived to pick Lisa up. I don't know why Nina has got out of her car to send these messages, but Kristen sees her and approaches her. Stunned that she's been spotted, Nina gets in her car and drives off. Back at home...
What do you mean she was there?
Yeah, what could she possibly mean? She was fucking there! Outside, Lisa is getting more messages from Nina. This time she's asking if the ghost is her real mum. Lisa's like, no. So Nina asks if she'd like to meet her real mum, and Lisa says yes. The next morning, Lisa tells who she thinks is a kid from another school who's somehow managed to find her real mum that she wants to keep all this a secret. When Kristen drops Lisa off at school, she doesn't go to school. She runs off somewhere. The school have called Ryan to tell him that Lisa hasn't turned up. He's tried to call her, but her phone is switched off.
Just meet me after school, okay?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll head back there right now.
Lisa has come to meet Nina at this cafe. At the school, Ryan is losing his mind. Because Lisa's phone's off, they can't track her, but the police are canvassing the neighborhood.
The iPad. It's got the same apps as on her phone.
So after that quick advert for Apple products, they find this message on Lisa's Instagram.
It's Nina.
So they go off separately to see if they can find her. At the cafe, Lisa is starting to feel uncomfortable, so she hides out the back and calls her dad.
I made a huge mistake.
Just tell me where you are.
I'm at the Double R Cafe.
I'm on my way. Just stay put.
Ryan then calls Kristen and tells her to call the police and send them to the Double R Cafe. Nina thinks Lisa's been gone a long time, so she goes out the back to find her, but Lisa is hiding. Ryan gets there and finds Lisa. He tells her to wait in the cafe while he goes out back to find Nina. The police from earlier have arrived, and this guy is still wearing the hat. They go out back to get Nina, but...
She's dead.
The police obviously arrest Ryan, but he's insisting it wasn't him and that they've got the wrong guy. At home that night, Kristen is looking on Lisa's iPad to see if she can find evidence to clear Ryan's name, and she notices this picture.
Oh my god.
It's her ex-boyfriend Matt, who's coincidentally just broken into the house.
What?
Remember Matt?
You mean Matt?
Yes.
Her and Sierra were talking about him at the start of the film. Yeah, this is absolutely ridiculous. But Matt has been following her for ages. It was him who ran Sierra off the road. Because she was driving Kristen's car, he assumed he was following her. It was him who killed Nina too.
She just kept drawing attention to herself, you know? Getting in the way, bringing the police around. I didn't want that.
Okay, I suppose that makes sense. Why is Matt doing this, I hear you ask? Well, it's pretty simple. He's obsessed with Kristen. Nobody he's dated since has been as good.
All right.
So the only real option for him was to go on a killing spree.
Well, that makes sense.
While he's telling her how she's never going to get away from him again, Lisa comes downstairs.
Why are you yelling?
Hey, baby.
Who's this?
I'm Matt.
This is...
Lisa runs out of the house, but Matt manages to grab her and bundle her into his car. Lisa tries to call Kristen from the car, but Matt grabs her phone.
You're gonna come and you're gonna talk to me, or else you're never gonna see her again.
He tells her she has to come to the house he bought for them. When she gets there...
Where is she?
She's safe.
I want to see her.
Kristen, come upstairs.
Lisa's been shut in the loft, and Kristen hears her trying to get out. She has no choice now but to pretend she's still in love with Matt.
Honey, I've missed you.
You mean it?
I didn't realize it until I saw you.
You don't really believe that, do you, man?
Like in all made-for-TV stalker movies, Matt believes her.
What an idiot.
so he drops his guard and they go outside to talk. Meanwhile, Lisa has managed to get out of the loft. Outside, Matt's like, it's okay, we'll just keep Lisa. You always wanted a family anyway, and her dad's out of the picture now. Lisa shouts from the window, which distracts Matt. Then there's this fight. So Matt's dead.
Good.
The next day, the detectives are there. They tell Kristen they have enough evidence to clear Ryan. At an unspecified time later, the ceremony celebrating the union of ghost and demon is finally happening. Of course, it's an absolutely sickening scene, but I'd like to draw your attention to the wedding guests. First off, there are only 12. Apparently, neither Kristen nor Ryan have any other family besides Lisa. So you've got Ryan's partner Wendell, and who I'm guessing is his wife. We did meet them earlier, and he said they were coming.
We'll be there.
But 2 of the remaining 10 guests are Mr. Nakatomi and his assistant, the ones who Kristen was showing round the resort earlier. She's met them once for about 15 minutes, but somehow they're on the guest list. How expensive would it have been to hire some other extras? Anyway, that's the end of the film, so until next time. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe and check out this other video. Thank you.